Hi guys, it's Lisa from The Responsible Life. How are you doing? So another question that's come in today is, I struggle to stick to diets. What drives me mad is to pre-plan food as I don't know what I fancy that day. Well, my answer to that would be, if you don't have a problem with a budget, you can go to any restaurant or any shop and order off the menu or the products that you see that takes your fancy. But in reality, everybody is limited on a budget, whether you like it or not. I think basically the main issue here is about motivation. You need to kind of like find out what is motivating you to want to do a diet firstly. And if you have a goal, for example, say you said to yourself, I want to lose 2 stone in a month. Well, anything's possible, okay, but you know, that is a very, very steep goal. So what you'll find is either you'll be very, very challenged to do it, and you will probably achieve it, or you'll just give up just because it's too hard. So you need to set realistic goals, firstly. When you say you stick to a diet, what is the diet that you're sticking to? What are you actually following? And I think, end of the day, when you're doing anything in life, for example, say you want to save up for your house or you want to pay off a debt, you need to know the end goal. It's very important so you can work backwards. So same with the diet. If you know that you said to yourself, I want to lose, I want to drop down from a dress size from 16 to 12, there's going to be quite a lot of work to do for that. And you have to be realistic in terms of how you're going to achieve that. In terms of not knowing what you fancy to eat that day, that's normal. Obviously you will not always know what you want to eat for your lunch or your dinner, but you know that you'll have the protein like the chicken, the fish, the beef, the pork, the vegetables or whatever, and then from there you would have a few dishes up your sleeve to actually create that. I think in terms of like, when you say it drives you mad because you don't want to pre-plan food, there's nothing actually wrong with pre-planning food. It's actually good to know what to eat every day. So A, you can save money, B, you can look forward to it, and C, it takes the thinking out. Thinking is actually a lot of energy that you're using. Sometimes, when people say to me, where do you want to go for lunch? Oh, I don't know, you decide. It's frustrating. You just want to know, okay, I'm going to go for Japanese, I'm going to go for Italian, I'm going for Chinese, and therefore you have that expectation. I think when you don't plan anything, that is where things go wrong. I've just learned from experience that if you don't plan your lunch, you end up going out to spend your money on sandwiches that you don't really want to eat, that are quite disappointing, and probably quite expensive as well. And then you probably like buy extra things on top of that. But if you're in the process of trying to save money, for the end goal, which could be like to buy a house or buy a car or whatever it is that you're trying to save for, every little thing helps. So I think also I want to like cover as well the point about struggle. Nobody likes dieting, let's face that. It is a struggle, which is where you need to be consistent, persistent and frequent. And by planning your meals, especially like on The Responsible Life, what we're going to do in the challenge, that will really help you, just guide you and actually ease you in. It will show you there's actually quite a lot of variety. So if you didn't like that dish that day, you can swap it out for a different dish. You're not fixed in stone to say, right, but you got to cook that chicken dish tonight. Not at all. You can swap it around. But it just gives you that guidance to teach you how to manage and make it sustainable as well. I think end of the day is about minimizing deprivation. So say like you say to yourself, I'm going to go and diet, I'm going to cut everything out. A lot of times when you do that, you will fail because the body just craves those sort of things. You do have to give it them, and it's not a bad thing, but you've just got to do in moderation. I think it's also understanding what is your long-term and sustainable plan as well. and also balancing the physical and mental well-being and health as well. So, you know, when you combine all those things together, that is where you will see success. So I hope that's answered your question. Any other questions? Drop me a comment below. Happy to answer them. Have a great day.